Mr. Hines, it's Anna. We're here in Gettysburg. We miss you a lot, but I'm really excited to be here because I've learned a lot of things. For example, I now understand how far Pickett's Charge was. I didn't really understand that as much before. And I can better understand the positioning of the armies, and the fish hook makes a lot more sense now. Also, I really understand the first day and how bloody it was, something I didn't understand before this. So we miss you. Hope to see you soon.
Hey, Mr. Hines. It was really cool coming to Gettysburg because Little Round Top, we kind of can get the real understanding of how it was hard to do the bayonet's charge and how steep it was to climb up and have guns pointing at you and shooting at such a close range. So, and it was just, we're having a blast so far.
Hi, Mr. Hines. When we went to Pickett's Charge, we got to experience how the soldiers actually marched across the field, and we got to see where the Union soldiers were lying down. And I just realized how brave the soldiers really must have been to be able to just march to where everyone else was waiting for them.
Hello, Mr. Hines. I learned that not only Chamberlain was defending the high ground, but also that the 1st Minnesota charged against the Confederates when they were very much outnumbered. They were very brave.
Coming to Gettysburg, I understand how close it must have really been. It's how bloody and stuff the battles were. So it's really cool to see actually where the positioning was.
Hi, Mr. Hines. The coolest thing I learned here is seeing how Chamberlain's tactic of the swinging door was.
Hey, Mr. Hines. I think the coolest thing I learned about Gettysburg is how Longstreet was able to watch the whole battle from where he was on his viewpoint. It was really cool to be able to go in the tower and see what he saw.
I learned about the format of Pickett's Charge and how hard it is for the army to be organized and be able to turn left and then right and then left and right constantly, but aiming for an exact direction. We tried that. It was a bit of a mess up, especially with all this mud which we found lying there waiting to attack us.
What I learned was how 3 days can affect the nation's history so much. And I noticed how sloped the landscape was. When you saw it in the movie, it didn't look the same way. But when you're actually there, you feel a deep connection.
Hi, Mr. Hines. We're having so much fun. Even though we're leaving Gettysburg, I can't wait to go to D.C. It's going to be so much fun. I'm sorry you can't be here. But we've learned so much. I love Devil's Den. It was so much fun. And especially here where Pickett's Charge happened, I learned how much a slight incline in the battlefield can help one side or the other. And also how big and how close the armies come when they're fighting.
Hi, Mr. Hines. So here in Gettysburg, I learned the importance of loyalty, whether it be generals willing to give their lives up for others fighting, or dogs who were protective of their masters even when their masters were no longer with us.
It was really great coming to Gettysburg because I could really figure out how far they walked and how tiring it must have been for them and how really they were fighting.
Hi, Mr. Hines. So what I learned is how far the troops really have to walk and how hard it is to walk perfectly in step in a tight formation. We tried it, completely failed.
Hi, Mr. Hines. I'm glad I came to Gettysburg because well, it's so much easier to understand where they fought when you see it rather than just seeing pictures and things. We miss you.
Mr. Hines, we wish you were here, but we're still having fun and learning a lot. I'm really glad I came because I've really been able to see how brave you have to be. I could have never seen that in the movies, walking across these fields and looking down from Little Round Top. Doing Pickett's Charge was really emotional, I guess you could say, and really deep to see all these things. And I guess you really have a new understanding of everything. Okay, bye. Mr. Hines, I really wish you were here, but even though you're not, I think I learned a huge amount. And one of the most interesting things that I learned was where things were in relation to each other, like Little Round Top, Culp's Hill, and especially the distance of Pickett's Charge was something that really struck me. Walking across it really helped me feel where the soldiers felt when they were attacking.
Hi, Mr. Hines. This was a great experience, and what I've learned here is how much strategy was put into this and how different people, like all the generals, had to carefully mark the different spots that they were taking, because it could very much be the difference between a battle won and a battle lost.
Gettysburg, I got to learn more in depth about Pickett's Charge by actually getting to stand on the battlefield and understand it more from a geographical standpoint, and sort of understand emotions that can only be felt by visiting this hallowed ground.
Thank you.